What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about how do you know if your business is profitable? That's really a simple, easy question to answer. First of all, let's talk about how much money you put into it, or the case of a business that you don't put money into it. So first, we'll talk about businesses that we invest cash flow. And I'll start with my jewelry business. My jewelry business, I started 2 months ago, and my jewelry business is not profitable. We're going on the second month, and I'll explain one of the reasons my jewelry business isn't profitable. Hiring people. I have a thesis that works very well with whatnot, and I haven't been able to have my full staff occupied. Day shift's been open for about 4 weeks, and this is one of the big reasons we're not profitable is getting the staffing. I've spent about $25,000 renting a spot, buying inventory and salaries. Now, we've had days where we were profitable. What's a profitable day? The day we made enough profit to cover the inventory, to cover payroll, and to cover salaries. Okay, today is Wednesday. You've got Wednesday, you've got Thursday, you've got Friday, you've got Saturday, and then the month is over and that $1,500 price changes for the Royal Prince program. Let me tell you what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna offer it on the monthly payment plan, and that'll be the main offer, because essentially, I'm gonna get probably a bunch of sales Thursday and Friday and a bunch of sales Saturday, because people wait till the last minute. However, if you want to change your financial life, if you want to transform your financial life, this is the course you need to get into right now. And Sunday at 2:30, we have our first webinar. And we're not gonna have a lot of webinars, because once you get in the program, you have got to be going hard. And I'm probably gonna create a community for the people in the Royal Prince community so they can talk and share ideas with each other. So go below, get in that link right now. But that only happened when I was fully optimized. And I put up a video talking about the bad employee. This is one of the things that just drives me crazy. Everyone talks about how hard it is to find a job, but we got people out here looking to hire folks, and people do not want to follow simple directions. They just don't. So I'm not going to hire anyone that doesn't follow simple directions. It makes no sense for me to do that, so I'm not going to do it. But we will be profitable, I would say, in the month of March, because we'll be fully optimized and our staff will be fully in place, because that's been the biggest issue. And then things that happen. So because I've invested money in the business and I've not gotten a return, this will happen in March. People are getting their tax money stuff, people will be buying more jewelry. So this is happening in March. Now, for you have a business. This is one of the reasons that you need to have QuickBooks, and you need to keep up with the amount of money you have spent. Because if you do not keep up with the amount of money you spent, you will not know. You'll just be out here playing guessing games. So, number one, have a hard ledger of what your costs are. Now, once your business starts to emerge out of that cost structure, now there's profitable days and there's total profit. Your business is a point, let's say you spent $50,000 to get your business started, and your business started earning a profit of $300 a day. So that's like 3 times, it's like $9,000 profit. Now, you still haven't gotten all of your money back, but you're in the profit zone. So let's go ahead and say you run your business for like 6 months like that, and you go from $9,000 to $10,000 to $12,000. At the end of 6 months, you're 100% profitable because you've gotten all your money back and you're making a consistent profit. Now, this is where things get a little sketchy. Let's talk about my online course business. My online course business had almost zero cost. I would say, think of it. It had cost, but it didn't have monetary cost. It had cost of my time. It had cost of me putting together courses. But the hard cost no money. So this business, like I'll go back a few years to the first version of Hustlers Kung Fu, and I was profitable the first day. I remember when I started the program and I came on YouTube and it was 150 bucks and I had like 20 people buy that program the first day. So that was like $3,000, boom, like that. And literally for about 6 months, my sales were pretty strong. I was selling 10 to 20 programs a day, 7 days a week. So that business was amazingly profitable pretty much from the get-go. I didn't have to recoup any costs because there were no costs. But here's the thing you guys have got to learn. You've got to actually keep up with your money. This is why that I talk about financial literacy on a personal level. And this is why the Royal Prince course is designed as it is. You guys have got to get on top of your money. You've got to become obsessed with it. You've got to become fanatical about it, because this is where you run into these problems, because you are not in line with your money. You don't know what your money's doing. You're not in line with your money. And this creates a huge, huge problem. So profitability, it just depends upon, number one, how much money you put into it, how much time it takes for your business to emerge into a profitable zone, and so on and so forth. But here's the real deal, and this is the question you're asking me. How soon can you start a business and enter the profit zone? And I'm gonna tell you, it depends. I don't have a hard answer for you, because I can't say if you start business X on Tuesday and you will have a profit from business X next month, June 6th. I can't tell you that, because it depends upon you. It depends upon your business. It depends upon how hard you hustle. It depends upon how you set it together. Let's talk about a business that cost a lot of money, wasn't profitable. I actually lost money. Car rental business. Spent $500,000 buying a bunch of cars. And I saw very quickly that this business wasn't going to be profitable. It's just really, really bad. Really, really bad in terms of profit. Because the thing is, I got in the business and I literally started having hangups the first month. I lost 4 cars the first month, 2 to wrecks and 2 to abuse. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell? So this business was never profitable. Now, this is the thing. The business was doing $150,000 per month, cash flow. But that wasn't profit, because the monthly expenses were $165 to $170. So I was losing money. And this is the reason I shut that business down so quick. I was in that business 6 months, and it took me 2 years to actually sell all the cars off. And that right there was something that I learned. My most profitable business that I've ever had since I started on YouTube was the online course business. Most profitable. I disappeared from YouTube for 1.5 years, came back, instantly created an online course, made $35,000 in the month of December, made $40,000 in January. Don't know what we're gonna make this month, but it's just the most profitable business I ever had. Now, if you're hearing that and you're like, hey, what kind of online course business will I start? Let's have this conversation. What can you teach that folks will pay you for? That's not the question of what kind, can I start an online course business? The big question is, what skill sets, what do you have that people will pay you for? Number one, I was in the storage auction business. That was my first digital product. A lot of people, and I was in this apex. My book came out 14 months before the show, Storage Wars, and there was another one that came out. So I beat them, and when the shows came out, people came to the internet and they were looking for information, and guess who they found? Me. I was the only one that had a storage auction blog, storage auction books on the internet. I had people from Daryl Sheets, I believe that's his name. they would comment on the blog because they knew that I actually did storage auctions for real. So that's the question. What do you have? Now, this is the thing. Most people just go out here and live life, and they really never build anything. They never develop anything. They never... All right, for the people who cannot afford the courses, we have a lot of books to help you get in the money flow. We have books on YouTube, we have books on lawsuits, we have books on investings, we have books on making money, we have books, all kinds of books. We have books about the secrets of a lasting marriage, we have books about how to build wealth, we have books about sales, we have books about money management. We have a lot of books for you, and you can get them each and every day over there at the portal. Links are below. Create anything, they never put together anything that's worth selling. And that's why there's such a hard problem. And that's why people be looking for the next thing that they can do, the next wave they can ride and all this other stuff. Essentially, I have something to share with you. If you would sit down and take the time to really learn how to do something, you can make money. I get out the hospital and I intensively overload on ChatGPT. I day trade on ChatGPT. I'm in ChatGPT 6-8 hours a day. And every time I talk to people about ChatGPT, they use it like a novice. Virtually no one I talk to has that type of deep skill level, that type of deep introspection. And that's why you can't make money, because you're trying to cheat life. You're trying to look for the easy code. You're trying to look for the hack. And I know there are plenty of people here on YouTube that will tell you that you can find the hack and you don't have to work that hard. And you can be hanging out with Big Booty Betty and not working that hard and all this other stuff. I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, all the things that have made me a lot of money, I have worked really hard for. Everything that made a lot of money. It's not been easy, it's not been simple. There's been a hard pay cost. Storage auction book. 10 years in the storage auction business. 16-hour days, sometimes 7 days a week. A lot of hard work went into that, and then I was able to take that knowledge, monetize it, turn it into a piece of intellectual property, and make even more money. But here's the thing, guys. You got to stop sitting on your ass. You got to stop playing the fuck around. You got to go out and get active. You got to do some shit. I just hired a girl who literally is sitting on a gold mine. She's a chef. And one of the things I'm doing with my people is, if you're hired, I'll teach you how to do YouTube. I can already see her creating significant income on YouTube. Significant income. So one of the things that you have to understand is this process of building up a business. Like, let's go here. She's a chef. And I looked at her menus and stuff. She makes beautiful food. It's gotta be really tasty. So that right there is a skill set. I can cook. You can create a cookbook. You create a YouTube channel. You can do a channel teaching people how to cook. There's so many ways she can make money. And she doesn't even know it, because once again, I know how to do YouTube. Like right now, I'm in the process of starting new YouTube channels. Why? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna share some stuff with you. There's a number of people who've come to the YouTube channel not to learn how to do anything. They've come to the YouTube channel to mock me, to make fun of me, to call me a sexual predator. Someone left a comment on there. All these girls here. Tell you a true story. I was having a conversation with one of the daughters of the mother, and she's married and she has 3 kids. And she was like, well, I can come there and say nothing. I was like, nope. Your life will become fucking hell. You wanna know why? Even though she would come up and say, she's married, she has 3 kids, nothing happened to her, these assholes on the internet will try to crush her because her reality doesn't deal with their projected narrative. You hurt these kids. I didn't hurt anybody. I ain't do anything. I ain't going to jail. But once again, this is the stupidity of the internet. There is real life and there's the internet life. And you have people who are on this internet life who do not understand the reality of the things that you need to do to become socially acceptable, so to speak. They just don't understand this. So there's internet people, there's real life people. And you know, she's a real life person. I've talked to her. I actually know where a lot of these girls are. And they're not harmed, they're dangerous, or in there, they're not cutting their wrists and stuff. But once again, I'm gonna say this. The losers, yes, people with the big L's in their life, they want me to be unsuccessful, they want me to fail because they're not doing shit in their lives. And that's the reason that they come for me. But that was my thought process. Let me know what you thought about the video, about starting a business, becoming profitable, and making real money. Okay, today is Wednesday. You've got Wednesday, you've got Thursday, you've got Friday, you've got Saturday. And then the month is over and that $1,500 price changes for the Royal Prince program. Let me tell you what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna offer it on the monthly payment plan, and that'll be the main offer, because essentially, I'm gonna get probably a bunch of sales Thursday and Friday and a bunch of sales Saturday, because people wait till the last minute. However, if you want to change your financial life, if you want to transform your financial life, this is the course you need to get into right now. And Sunday at 2:30, we have our first webinar. And we're not gonna have a lot of webinars, because once you get in the program, you have got to be going hard. And I'm probably gonna create a community for the people in the Royal Prince community so they can talk and share ideas with each other. So go below, get in that link right now.